Now we are going to see a very small topic called short circuit. So first we will see what do we mean by the term short circuit in capacitors. So we can see that if the plates of a parallel plate capacitor is connected to the same potential if this situation exists in the circuit, it means that same potential means that potential difference across that capacitor will be equal to 0. It means that that particular capacitor, we will say it's short circuited. So if a capacitor is short circuited, 2 points we should remember. One is that charge on that particular capacitor, Q equal to what? Q equal to CV, where V is the potential difference. So since delta V equal to 0, and we use the symbol V in case of a capacitor, or we can also say that V or delta V, that is potential difference across that capacitor, is 0. It means that charge, which is equal to C into V, since V is 0, it means that charge on that particular capacitor will be 0. And the second point that we will remember about that particular capacitor is that this capacitor will not participate, okay, or not participated in C equivalent, that is equivalent capacitance of that particular circuit. So what we simply do, if they will not participate in C equivalent, then simply neglect or remove that capacitor from the circuit. Now we will see some examples to make this illustration more clear, that is the short circuit. So let's see the example number 1. This is the easiest example we can say. Let us consider we have a capacitor, and this capacitor is connected to a battery of voltage V. Clear? So in this case, when steady state will reach, the charge on the plate of the capacitor will be Q equal to CV. On this plate charge will be CV, and on this plate charge will be minus CV. But now what we are doing, we are connecting the connection like this. We took a wire and we simply connect that wire like this. Now in this case what will happen, when the battery will send charge, then in this case this charge will go from here, and at this point no charge will go in this direction. All charge will flow from this end. And whatever charge supplied by the battery, same charge come back to the battery. So in this case we can see that since no charge will go in this direction, that is whatever charge will go by the battery at this node, there will be no redistribution of charges, that is Q1 and Q2. All charge will pass through this wire. And the reason why? Because this part will offer some resistance and this part will offer no resistance, because there is no element on this route, and so the charge or current follow that path having less resistance. More charge will pass or more current will flow through that part of the circuit where there is less resistance, and therefore in this direction there is resistance and in this direction there is no resistance. So all the charge will pass through this particular path. So from this example we also can see that, so the charge on this capacitor due to this wire will become 0. That is Q on that capacitor, or Q equal to CV, will become 0 because there is no charge on that particular capacitor. But in reality this diagram is not correct, because there must be some resistance in the wire, because we will learn about this in electricity chapter. Because what is the potential of this point? This point will have same potential as V of the battery, because this is V and this potential is 0, and this is V, and so therefore this point is also V. So there must be some resistor in the given circuit, but just to make the thing clear or to make you feel what do you mean by short circuit, I just put no resistor in this particular case. So in this case we can see that this capacitor is useless, or we can say that this capacitor is short circuited from the given circuit. Now let's see the second example. In this case we will consider two different capacitors. So let us consider two capacitors connected in series, and now we connected a battery to this system. Let us consider capacitance of this capacitor is C1 and this capacitor is C2. Now what we are doing, we make the system like this, that to this joint I connected to a wire like this. Since if I will consider the potential of this point as V dash, and potential of this point will be also V dash. And what is V dash? This battery is having potential or voltage V, then the bigger plate will have V and the smaller will have 0. So 0, this we are moving in this direction, so V dash equal to 0, and here also V dash equal to 0. So if we will talk about charge, then charge will move in this direction. It will move from here to here. This plate will acquire positive charge, this plate will acquire negative charge. And if we move in this direction, now no charge will flow in this direction. No Q1, Q2 will be here. All charge will move in this direction. So this Q will flow in the circuit, and from here Q will go in this direction, and same Q will flow in the given circuit, and it will come back to the battery. So in this case we see that, or we say that C2 is short circuited. C2 short circuited means charge on C2 will be what? C2 into V2, where V2 is the potential difference across C2, which is 0 because both the terminals are having same potential. So V2 equal to 0. So the charge on C2 will be 0. And suppose if we have to find C equivalent for this given circuit, so neglect C2, that is C2 is absent. So in the given circuit only C1 is present, and therefore C equivalent for this circuit will be equal to C1. And also remember this, if there is a single capacitor in a circuit, then that capacitor will become, or the capacitance of that capacitor will become equivalent capacitor of that circuit. And if someone will ask what is the charge supplied by the battery, so charge supplied by the battery, as we know that C equivalent into voltage of the battery. So in this case C equivalent equal to C1 into V. This is the charge given by the battery. Now let's see some more examples. So now I am taking the case when there will be 3 capacitors. So let us consider we have this situation. So right now C1, C2, C3 are in series, but if I will make a connection, that is if I will connect these two ends with the help of a wire. Okay, so suppose I am making the wire like this. This is the wire, plain wire, and one point that we know that points either here, here or here, points connected directly by a conducting wire will have same potential. That is, potential of this point and potential of this point will be same. Let us consider potential of this point is V dash. So V dash, and therefore potential of this point will be also V dash, and therefore this capacitor is short circuited because potential across this capacitor is same. So to find C equivalent, we will simply neglect this capacitor. So this circuit will be reduced into this situation. That is, we have C1, neglect this part, so this circuit will become like this, C1, C3. And let us consider this end as A and this end as B. Now C1 and C3 are in series, so equivalent capacitance of this circuit will be C equivalent equal to C1 C3 divided by C1 plus C3. And charge given by the battery, suppose A and B terminal are connected to a battery, so charge given by the battery will be equal to C equivalent into voltage of the battery. Clear? Now consider one more case for 3 capacitor circuit. Let us consider, this is our example number 4. So what I told here, that simply remove this capacitor. In this case, remove this capacitor. In this case, remove this capacitor, but as I told earlier that this arrangement is wrong. Okay, because there must be some resistor in the circuit. Now see the example number 4, that we have an arrangement like this. Let us consider this is C1, this is C2, and this is C3, and voltage of the battery is V. So means the bigger terminal will have V and the smaller, suppose 0. So the same V will go up to here, and if we talk about 0, so this 0 will move up to here, and same 0 because we are not crossing any capacitor. Voltage of this or potential of this point will be also 0, and potential of this point is also 0. Now we can see that capacitor C3 is connected across the points having same potential, and in this case that potential is 0. So C3 is short circuited. So to find C equivalent, simply remove C3. So we can see that now C1 and C2 are in parallel. So C equivalent of this particular circuit will be C1 plus C2. And someone will ask, what is the charge given by the battery? Then Q equal to, that is charge given by the battery equal to C equivalent into voltage of the battery. And simply substitute this value of C equivalent. So we will get the charge supplied by the battery. Now let's see some more illustration. Now let's see the example number 5. Let us consider we have 3 capacitors. This end is A and this end is B. Right now C1, C2, C3 are in series. But now what we are doing, this node and to this node, we connected these two nodes with the help of a wire. Now what will happen? Suppose we have to find C equivalent of this circuit. Okay. So first let's see, this point is B, so this point will be also B, and this point is also V. Points having same name or same alphabet will have same potential. Means potential of this point and potential of this point will have same value. It means that this part of the circuit is short circuited. This is short circuit. There can be more than one capacitor in the circuit which is short circuited. It is not necessary that there will be only one capacitor, as we have done till example number 4. So now in the given circuit, so this circuit will reduce to what? This circuit will reduce to simply this one. This is our new circuit, this one. So we are crossing only a single capacitor C1. So in this case C equivalent will be equal to C1. And suppose the end A and B are connected to a battery, so the charge given by the battery will be C equivalent into voltage of the battery, and in this case C equivalent equal to C1. Now let's see the last example, that is example number 6. Consider the case of 5 capacitors. Suppose initially we have 5 capacitors and these capacitors are connected in series. This terminal is A and this terminal is B. Let us consider C1, C2, C3, C4, C5 are their capacitance. But now what we did, we connected this node and this node with the help of a wire. And this node and this node with the help of another wire. Okay, so let us consider this is the wire. So this point is B, so this point will be also B, and we are not crossing any capacitor, so this point is also B. This point is A, so this point will be also A, and we are not crossing any capacitor here, so this point is also A. So as I told earlier, the point or nodes having same name AA, so they will have same potential. potential of this point and potential of this point will be same. These two nodes are having name B, so potential of this point and potential of this point will be same. So simply remove all the capacitors between these 2 points, that is remove C4 and C5, and similarly remove C1 and C2. So this given circuit is simply reduced to a single capacitor C3, because now this is our circuit. This is our circuit. So in this case, C equivalent is equal to C3. Okay. And so what is the charge given by the battery in this case? Charge given by the battery equal to C equivalent into voltage. Suppose these two ends are connected to a battery having voltage V. So C equivalent into V. And what is C equivalent here? C3. So C3 into V. So in this case, if we will talk about that, then charge on capacitor C3 will be equal to Q, which is equal to C3V, and charge on C1, C2, C4, C5, as I told earlier, that if any capacitor that is short circuited, charge on that capacitor is 0. So in this case, charge on all these capacitors will be 0, and in example number 5, charge on C2 and C3 will be 0. That is, no charge will be present on C2 and C3.